You're listening to the ReachCast show, your weekly stop for the latest and greatest in the PlanetSide 2 universe and its community.
Welcome, everyone. It is November 4th, and you are listening to episode 58 of the ReachCast show, a proud member of the Oraxis Global Network and the Podcast Network. That's podcast with a K. I am your host, Mark, a.k.a. Deringer, and with me tonight is my co-host, Tom, a.k.a. Noxx.
What's up?
And this week, special guest host, Shailas.
What up, everybody? Shailas here. Vanu Sovereignty for life.
Oh, he's plugging his empire.
It's double Vanu for you.
I'm outnumbered tonight.
Twice the spandex, twice the fun.
I'm not even going to respond.
Torkz could not make it tonight because he is actually off shaking his moneymaker. Tonight's show is brought to you by my daughter's rejected Halloween candy and also by great listeners like you via the Support the Show tab on ReachCastShow.com. Don't forget, everybody, with the holidays fast approaching, now is the time to use our Amazon and Newegg links. Don't forget, ReachCast gets a small kickback for using our links when you buy what you're going to buy anyways. So, don't be like Kid Riot and purchase that $135 microphone without using the ReachCast link, folks.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
What Halloween candy did your daughter reject?
Mounds and Almond Joy.
What?
She doesn't like...
Bitch be tripping.
I don't think she likes the peanut butter cups either. I'm not sure why.
No.
And I believe the last one is Snickers.
Snickers?
Yeah.
Okay,
Wow.
Seriously, she gives you those? She didn't give you candy corn?
No, she didn't get any candy corn.
Oh, well, that's not a real Halloween.
This year, she went only... Okay, this is what the kids
I'm gonna
do.
I'm gonna be that guy that gives kids candy corn.
So for the non-parents out there, this is what the kids do nowadays. They get together at school and they have a map. And they've mapped out what houses give full-size candy bars, and that's the only place they trick-or-treat now.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So there are at least 7 or 8...
It's like that cell phone, that app for the Android.
It is. There's like 7 or 8 neighborhoods in my town that give out full-size candy bars. These are the more wealthy sections of town, and all the kids know it, so those places are mobbed. And so she came back with a mess of full-size candy bars this year.
Halloween's not complete unless you go to that creepy old house and the lady's like, "Here, Bob for an apple, and now have some candy corn."
Bob for a razor blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't see any candy corn.
Children these days.
I can't believe she rejected Snickers. That's wow. That's crazy talk right there.
Yeah, she's not a peanut fan. I think that's it. That's
I
what
see.
it is. So, yeah.
Ounce and Almond Joy I can understand, but...
Yeah, I don't like coconut either, so they're still sitting upstairs.
Do you want to mail those to me?
I'm sure I can donate them to someone else closer.
So there's the question. So the candy was rejected. Who's going to eat that?
Oh, I've already eaten it.
Okay, well, there you go.
I've gained far too many pounds already from Halloween.
This week, Deringer gains 10 pounds on Halloween candy alone.
It was more like 5.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh my god.
I've eaten a lot of candy. And we got a whole mess of apple cinnamon donuts, and I really ate a box of them over the weekend. They were good.
That's where your 5 pounds is coming from.
That and candy.
That spandex is going to start chafing.
Oh, yeah. It's already tight. All right, back on topic. This week we played with Dropping Purple Smoke, Azure Twilight, and the always spectacular Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So what do we have in store for this week's show? FNO returns, OMFG escalates, there's PTS fun, and there's also potentially an upcoming balance pass, plus some other little ideas and things that we've got for you. So, since there's no patch this week, let's roll right into the community briefing.
Attention, soldiers! Get your bus in here for this week's community briefing.
Take it away, Noxx.
Alright, OMFG episode 7. We'll have that link for you in the comments. But we have, discussed here. What did they discuss? They had beer. It started off with Malorn receiving beer, or being told he would receive beer for finding a bug. And if you created the bug, you have to provide beer. That's how things run at SOA, I guess. But on a more serious note, they start at 10 a.m. All the developers and QA testers do a play test looking for these bugs to check for changes. And Ryan Elam confirmed that it's all about the crown. It was 1 a.m. and he was just blankly staring at the crown.
He was.
He was totally zoning out looking at the crown.
Oh, yeah. He just goes, it's all about the crown.
The question is, was it just too late and he was just done and checked out? Or do you think he really sits there all day and stares at the crown?
I think he likes the crown.
I think he sits at the crown. The other thing we learned was that Clegg's posture is horrible.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh, yeah. It's bad. He's like, down to his shoulder blades in the chair when he's trying to click on the Let's Play button. Or the play button.
Oh, like slouching?
Oh, yeah.
Leaning back in his... I'm doing that right now. That's the best way to sit.
Was he also the one that had, that people were saying had a gamepad right next to his computer but was still using the WASD keys?
I didn't notice. No, I think that was Malorn, actually.
Was it Malorn?
I think it was, but I'm not going to swear to that. I have to go back and look.
I don't know. Well,
Yep.
They also showed their cool little computer backroom, which has 100 different CPUs, 300 different GPUs. They have a bunch of different memory configurations. So that was pretty cool.
Let me ask you, do you have one of those back rooms at your work too?
Me? No.
No? We have one at my work. I've been there. It looks just like theirs, just computers everywhere.
We don't really run things that are that demanding.
Well, we don't either. It's just all the replacement computers, so when something craps out.
Oh, you get the parts from the old computers that have been collecting dust?
Well, they're all brand new. They've never been touched before.
Oh, they're new computers.
Yeah, we got some contract with HP. And
oh,
so
gross. Stop there.
Yeah, I know. So there's a mess of HP computers down there.
Well, that's all for OMFG Episode 7.
Do we miss anything, Shailas? I know you watched it too.
No, I don't think so. The other thing I found of note was the Game of Pwns poster that is probably marked up or modified in some fashion on the left-hand side of the door. So I think they were going into one of the offices. I thought that was clever. But no, the meat of it, I think we got.
I saw that Game of Pwns poster as well, and I thought...
Do I just not pay any attention to these things?
Well, I don't know. Do you not pay attention?
Maybe not.
You're like my mother. You watch a video and you see all the things that aren't the content of the video.
I don't know. Maybe we're just wired differently. That's why we play Vanu.
Oh,
You're women? Holy crap, catastrophe here. I just had a kitten collapse.
I was going to say, you just had a kitten. Holy crap. What is going on over there?
Did you hear that bang?
Yes, I did. What was that?
We did.
The kitten slipped off my desk. Anyways, yeah, let's move on to some other things.
I think we'll get into why Noxx has a kitten later on in the show.
We will.
All right, let's move on to the nightly PTS Playtest. Every weeknight from 5 to 6 p.m. PST on the test server, the devs are playing and will note specific testing scenarios via broadcast throughout the PTS. So if you ever wanted a chance to go and test some of these OMFG changes and help the devs in specific scenarios and also to kill the devs, these are every weeknight, Monday through Friday, 5 to 6 PST on the test server. One more reason to get out there and download that test server and give these guys some help getting all this OMFG stuff out there. So
if you want to kill Clegg and tell him he has bad posture, that's the time to do it.
That is the time to do it.
All right. So, moving on to some things that are not related to OMFG. I was looking at some Reddit, and I saw this hidden armor sort of preview, and there's some armor models for Light Assault and Infiltrator hidden away in some files, as well as some Death's Head helmets, which for the NC, I gotta say, it's a pretty cool NC helmet. Kind of happy. I'll probably get it.
It is kind of a nice helmet.
We'll have those pictures posted up for you guys. Check them out, though.
It is a nice helmet.
It is. It looks pretty sweet.
It does look pretty cool. I like it.
It's not crazy. That's why I like it. It's simple, but badass.
The question is, why is there only NC ones? Where's the rest of them?
Well, it just means that your technology friends aren't very good at finding hidden files.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was going to say, because when you're looking at it, I can picture that more on a Vanu character than a NC. It's just the lines are too...
Why? Because Vanu are only allowed to have good helmets?
No, the lines are too robotic. I don't know.
Get out of here.
I like them, and I like them. They look good on the NC, too.
Jealous.
I am jealous.
I am jealous as well.
They look good on the NC. I think they'd look good on the Vanu as well. TR, nobody cares.
A helmet I can definitively say I like over other helmets.
The question is, would you spend 1,000 station cash on it? Because that's what it'll cost you.
Yeah, it'll be for all my characters. I'll do it.
Will it be for all your characters? That's the question.
We don't know.
All the 1,000 helmets are for all of your classes. That's
Okay.
what I mean by all my characters.
I got you. I understand.
Sorry. Besides Max, obviously, but...
Now, you said these were pulled actually from the existing live files, or were they from the test server files? You know?
Yeah, it's not the first time they've pulled things from hidden live files that are kind of tucked away and sneak in there. It's a pack file. So, I guess some people just, want to, dig into the game and find this stuff, because sometimes it's there and they found it, so...
There's
That's
always
how we
folks who
saw,
do that.
black armor and whatnot coming ahead of time, too.
Are these the same files that people were pulling the trees for Hassan out of and stuff like
Yeah.
that? And then-
Yeah, same sort of thing.
All
There's
right.
always someone who does some data mining for stuff like that. That's how they... Was it patch before last on test? They had somebody pulled up the little briefcase-looking laptop computer thing that folks were looking at and say, this is a CUD, this is a command uplink device, for, like we used to have in CRs and PlanetSide
Mhm.
1.
Indeed.
All right, well, shall we move on to the Balance Pass post?
Yeah.
All right, so earlier this week, Josh posted a Balance Pass post number 1, specifically focusing on vehicle weapons and the Harasser. In case you guys missed this, we will post a link to this in the show notes. So, starting off, they wanted to talk about secondary weapons on the main battle tanks and Harassers. So they want to make a pass on the AV weapons and make it so there's no change versus vehicles, but to put a slight drop off versus infantry. And then they want to take the anti-personnel weapons, and those are going to receive a damage increase at close range and also a damage increase when hitting Harassers. Next, they want to focus on a weapon damage fall off, and this is to better define roles of weapons. So the example they gave is they use the Vulcan, and they expect that to perform better at medium to close ranges versus something like the Halberd, which is supposed to perform better at longer ranges. And this is, again, for main battle tanks and Harassers. So they wanted to also take the Harasser weapons and reduce them even more to force the Harasser to put itself in more at-risk situations in order to deal full damage. So expect a bit of a nerf on all your Harasser weapons. Next, they want to take the proximity radar and move it to a defensive slot, because they found that not many people were using the proximity radar. And finally, there's some additional Harasser changes that they want to implement with this pass, including increasing C4 and tank mine damage that a Harasser will take, and this is specifically to allow infantry to better deal with them. And then next, they want to take the composite armor resistance, and they want to reduce that and allow the C4 resistance buff that it currently gives you at max level to be removed altogether. And again, this is to allow infantry to deal with it better, and also to stop some of the Harasser versus main battle tank and main battle tank losing situations that we currently see now in game. There is no current release date on when this is going to come out, but expect it after OMFG. These are some of the first balance changes that we're going to see at that point. What are your guys' thoughts on this?
I don't play enough to really say.
Well,
I just know harassers piss a lot of people off.
let's take when we watched Nuck versus DPSO and T42 on PS2 Community Clash, there were harassers going all over the place, taking out tanks left and right. and it didn't seem like DPSO or T42 could do anything about it.
That confused the hell out of the harassers. They were getting them up in these crazy spots too.
Yeah, the issue
up on
with
the mountains.
Balancing the harasser a bit is not a bad idea at all. I mean, I think the issue at the moment is that the harasser is too good at everything. It's a pretty much a good answer to almost anything at the moment, depending upon what loadout you put onto it. And I think that if they're trying to push it into a role or dictated by the weapons loadout, then this is probably the way to go. I mean, it's I think we've all had that experience by now where you're trying to push on a base, and if your guys are huddled behind a rock, as so happens, one or two harassers just running up against the side of the rock and then rushing off again, take out 3 at a time, and you combine that with a Vulcan, if it's a Terran or even can't think of the 40mm grenade launcher. Can't think right now. Brain fart. Fury. Thank you. And those guys are done, and it's hard to deal with. It's a difficult thing to counter, and I think it's too difficult to counter in 2 different circumstances. I didn't say it's overpowered, but I think you could use a little more role definition. How about that? That's a polite way of saying it. So we'll see if that works out as an avenue towards that. I know when I'm getting run over by harassers 3 times in a row, and coordinated harasser packs are one of the most deadliest things in the game, in my opinion, and that's fine. I mean, that's teamwork, and you should not ever nerf. I don't like when people say it's good in mass when people working together. Yeah, that's the point of the game.
So a very good counter argument to that.
Is that okay? Well, there probably is, but that's how I see it. That's my opinion.
No, I agree.
Okay. But anyway, that's what I think. I think a little more role definition for the harasser and giving it a few more weak points is probably in order, because it's pretty much good at everything, honestly.
And right now, harasser pilots are not afraid.
Not at all. Concur.
All right. I have a question for you, Shailas.
Sure.
It's totally off topic.
Uh-oh.
You're the one who runs during our episodes, right?
I'm the one who runs?
Yeah. On the treadmill.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Are you running while recording?
No, I am not.
So, are you going to listen and run?
Oh, am I going to listen to my own episode later and run? I don't know. That's a good question.
Okay, that's all.
I should, just to hear myself as I
will. I guarantee you will.
Actually, Deringer, I need to answer your challenge to me, 3 or 4 episodes ago, where he said, I want to hear a phone call while he's running. I was like, you know what? Challenge accepted.
I wanted right at the end, though.
Yeah. Yeah, at the end of my workout. Right? Yeah.
After an extra long episode, hour plus.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because I get to listen because, this is slightly off topic, but if I'm running while listening to you guys or a podcast, I'm more likely to keep going because I'm engaged in what you're saying versus if I'm just listening to music. Because I have to actually actively listen and pay attention to what's being said. I don't like to run outside to that because I need to pay attention, not getting run over. But anyways.
The fact that you can run for even half of one of our episodes astonishes me.
I didn't say I run fast.
Doesn't matter. I've tried running slow for 15 minutes and I can't do it.
Well, that's how I like to work out. I mean,
yeah. See, when I run, I can't listen to podcasts or anything like that. I tell you what I listen to, but I don't want Noxx to make fun of me.
You listen to like Taylor Swift?
No. I listen to
Miley Cyrus.
I listen to Skrillex.
Oh Skrillex.
Yeah, I'd be running if I listened to Skrillex too. Get it out of my head!
Because it's got a fast beat to it, and I run based on beats per minute to try and increase my 5K time.
You should try running to death metal.
Yeah, see, that's too fast.
Or Job for a Cowboy. They're really fast too.
Well, I used to run to Prodigy, but I've outrun Prodigy.
Well, Prodigy's not exactly fast.
Yeah, exactly. So I outran Prodigy, and I've moved up to Skrillex, and I've been running the last couple races doing Skrillex. And,
Prodigy's like one of the slowest beats per minute.
It depends on the song. Some of the songs are fast. I can only do 4 or 5 songs before I'm done with my run. because I do less than a half hour.
I'll tell you, it sounds fast, but the actual beat per minute's like 72.
Perhaps.
Prodigy
Yeah, but then you
songs.
double it. So you're doing 2 steps per beat.
Oh, that's how you do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way. Anyways, moving
Yeah,
on.
death metal's too
Moving on.
fast, though, yeah.
So how about that Planet Side 2?
Yeah. How about this last week was Halloween? So there are some PlanetSide 2 Halloween costumes that people post on Reddit. I could only find 3 of them, which is I mean, I didn't dress up for Halloween, so I can't talk. But
I dressed up for Halloween. Do you want to
I'm
guess?
gonna talk. It's not a very avid fan base we got going here. Only 3 costumes on Reddit. But hey, they're pretty good costumes. They clearly put some work into their costumes. There's 2 NC ones, and one's heavy armor. The other's just a dude with like a little NC armor and a gun. Pretty cool. And then there's the TR Max Burster unit, which is just it's amazing. That's the best way I can describe it. Like,
Tell him how he made the bursters.
So-
You know,
we're gonna start with the armor, which is made out of cardboard, and he has one of those like criminal masks with some goggles that he painted to look like TR goggles, and that's actually pretty cool. And the cardboard armor is pretty impressive. And then we get to his bursters, which is possibly the best idea I've ever seen, and they are crutches. It's and then these pictures, he's posed and like he's in lockdown mode. One of his crutches pointed to the sky. It's awesome. So we'll post these pictures up because they're pretty sweet.
The question is, did his girlfriend or did his mother take those pictures of him?
that's an excellent question.
And did they say, and I'm taking these again, why?
Yeah.
What are you supposed to be?
I don't get it.
Yeah, so the Vanu didn't have any. That means the Vanu loyalty sucks. Ignoring the fact that the Vanu Max wanted SOE Live.
I was about to bring that up too.
That costume was unbelievable, and
It was good.
I hope they wore it for Halloween.
I don't know if they could because I don't know how. That thing was hard to walk in because I saw the.
That's like, she could go to a costume contest because it was a girl.
It was.
She's like almost guaranteed victory, even if people don't know what the hell it is, because it was so well done.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, Brass's TR Max was almost just as good.
TR Dwarf.
Yeah.
She's great every year. She puts so much work into that. It's impressive.
Question is, does she put the work in,
Starts
or does
after
somebody else do it?
Live. She does it, I think.
She does it all?
Yeah. She like uses her children's hair to make the dwarf hair, is what I heard too.
That doesn't sound very good.
So I don't know, just rumors. But when she cuts her kid's hair, apparently she uses their hair for the dwarf hair.
Hey, you got to find your resources where you can.
So, like, someone might have told me that, and it might have been a total lie, but it didn't matter.
But now you're propagating it. Good job.
It was on the ReachCast, so it must be true.
So you said
We only deal with facts here, okay?
you said you did not dress up for Halloween, Noxx?
No.
Shailas, did you?
No, I did not. No.
I did. Do either of you want to try and guess what I was for Halloween this year?
Skrillex!
No. Think
I have no
cheap,
idea.
off-the-rack costume.
Oh, well.
Ghostbuster.
It's a food item.
A hot dog.
Yes!
You were a hot dog. Sounds like a real wiener to me.
That's what somebody said. I should have put a name tag on it that said, "Hello, my name is Anthony." And that would have been good. Yes, we got them last year after Halloween for $1 a costume.
Oh my god, you saved it this whole time.
Yeah, it was in the bag and everything. Just stored it for a year and then wore it.
Everything.
I thought I was going to be incapacitated, so I didn't think about it, and then those plans got canceled.
All right. We're done with Halloween. Let's move on to a controversial.
Controversial?
subject.
This isn't controversial. This is awesome.
You think so? All right.
The news of this is awesome, yeah.
The title is that the company Artificial Aiming, which some people may not know who they are, but they develop the aim bots and cheats for various games, including PlanetSide 2. They announced on Reddit, I don't know if they announced on Reddit or they announced it somewhere else and it was just posted on Reddit, but they are stopping development and use of PlanetSide 2 cheats. Basically, they said that they're discontinuing creating and supporting cheats for PlanetSide 2 because the population of players is too low for them to maintain them, i.e., they aren't making any money on it. They posted a Steam chart of players that showed the peak was an average of over 16,000 players per month in November of 2012 when the game launched. But within the last 30 days, that average is down to 3,000, a little over 3,300 players on any given day. Now, yes, we do understand that this is just a Steam chart and that doesn't represent all of the players that are playing PlanetSide 2, but for their purposes, it's not a bad chunk of players to give them an idea. So, what are your guys' thoughts on this? I know I said controversial, but you're right. It's interesting that an aimbot company would come out and say there's not enough people playing PlanetSide 2 for us to continue making aimbots.
It's very weird because how do you go? You make a business on cheating and being unethical, but that's it's not illegal. So yeah, it's pretty interesting that they would come out and say that, but pretty cool that we play a game that not enough people play, so no more aimbots.
The question is, will they change their mind once OMFG drops, and if there's a big enough influx of players back to the game?
Yeah, so that is the question. So what? Yeah,
maybe they're just saying it, but they're lying.
Yeah,
they are cheaters after all.
But if they make their money off people buying their cheats, why would they say they're not making them anymore? Wouldn't that
then
technically?
People are going to stop going to their site.
Right.
Yeah. That's not a very good business strategy.
No, it's a horrible business strategy.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, it's like we're not going to produce this product anymore, but even if it's not the product you're particularly interested in. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, on the upside, that's less aimbots, so that's a good thing. But on the other side, it's just kind of an odd thing for them to come out and state for anyway. So I'm
watch. They're like, we're not going to sell anymore. We're going to put it open source.
It's free.
Right.
Well, we do know that they were buying. I mean, the devs were buying all the aimbots and using them.
Yep, I was told that at SOE Live. They buy the bots.
Even Shailas' chair bought a aimbot.
It did. My chair is a ginormous cheater. I'm pretty embarrassed, actually.
You have to yell at it all. That's why it chimed in now, right?
Absolutely. It's really annoyed by the fact that that the aimbot company's not going to make aimbots anymore.
He's pissed.
Yeah, my chair was like, man, squeak, squeak, squeak. Anyway,
I've heard all day.
All right, should we move on to the news that dropped today?
I started thinking of something else in my head about the chair. Anyways.
Oh no.
What's the worst news a chair could hear?
I don't know.
It's a fart.
Oh,
sticky ass fart. Man. That's my lame,
Is that where we're going today?
Style. That's my lame Laffy Taffy style joke for you.
Did you read that on top of a Snapple cap or something?
No, my favorite Laffy Taffy joke this year that I saw was, why did the ghost join the team?
I don't know. Why did the ghost join the team?
Because they needed spirit.
Oh.
I love lame jokes. Anyways, all right. News that dropped today. From what today? Yeah, from today the 4th until November 24th, so 20 days. Well, 19 now. You can go to GameStop and get your GameStop Station Cash cards for $5 off. So make sure you go and do that.
I believe it's $15 minimum.
Oh, so you have to buy 2.
No. Don't they just sell $15 game cards?
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's $5 off the $15 ones. Yeah, I guess they also sell $10 Free Realm cards, or SOE does, which we know Louis is like super disappointed he can't.
Yeah, it says get $5 off when you buy any $15 SOE or $15 PlanetSide 2 game card. So.
Oh, okay, so that has to be the PlanetSide 2 one as well.
I don't think I've seen any of the PlanetSide 2 themed cards in any amount other than $15. I think
I
that's
agree.
the only one I've ever seen. I mean,
Do you
there
still
could be
get
others.
NS11?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, you
Oh.
do, because I've gotten multiple copies of the NS11 at this point.
Make sure. Maybe I'll have to pick up like 2 more of those and get one for my NC or something. All right. Well, that's cool. Yeah, $5 off station cash.
Hey, it's cheap Christmas gift, you know?
It's cheap Christmas gift from a cheap person. All right, 16. All right, so the next news is this 16-year-old who made $8,000 on Player Studio. So some 16-year-old who doesn't know who he is yet made $8,000 on Player Studio.
He might know by now.
Well, maybe he does, but that's all. I mean, there's an article. We'll post the article, but the rest of the article is just kind of like, you should join Player Studio and make money, and then they talk about EQ Next. And it's not PlanetSide related after that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And this is a PlanetSide player. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't bring it up. Who cares about EverQuest? God. Nerds.
Can you imagine making something and raking in $8,000? I'd be
Oh, God, dude.
stoked.
It'd be like the greatest thing ever. He's 16. He can't even blow it all in the strip clubs either.
Saving those singles.
Such a shame.
Now, you had some inside information on this, Shailas?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of there was discussion, because I'm a mod in It's Murder Stream, and I'm there a lot. And the initial belief is that this is Arctorn, where if you know Arctorn's produced several really nice helmets, and so, but Arctorn is not 16 years old. He's older than that. We actually asked him, and he said he was in his 20s. So it's not him. If that's
Or he's just lying so people don't ask him for shit.
right. So yeah, but it actually came up in the stream right after that article got published online. That was found pretty quickly. So,
and if he is lying, he is clearly a smart dude.
Yeah.
He's got a good design sense. I mean, I've got a couple of Arcturn helmets myself.
Do you have the fishbowl one that Deringer loves so much?
I hate that.
The Esper helmet?
I hate that helmet.
I think I do have that. Yeah, I do have that. Actually, my favorite helmets that have been made, like in general recently, are the Relmet, or the bandana helmet, and the Avalon, which is the hooded helmet for the Vanguard. That's probably my favorite one. Favorite last couple of helmets that have been made by any person submitting something to Player Studio that made it all the way through the process.
I kind of like that spiky one. I don't know which one that is, though.
The spiky one.
It looks like it almost has horns up on top of the 3 horns across the top. I don't know. I'm probably describing it poorly, but I've seen a few of that one rolling around as well. I don't even know if that's a Player Studio one or a SOE created one.
I'd have to look. I'm not sure which one you're talking about off the top of my head.
I don't recall either. All I know is I don't like Arctorn's one, and I'm sorry, Arctorn, if you listen. But, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. All right, should we move on to the community question for last week?
Yes.
All right, so last week we asked, what do you think of the optimization paths on the PTS? So, quite simply, responses were mixed. Slight majority saying they saw some improvements, were happy with the optimization, but almost as many people, including Noxx D specifically, were not really satisfied with the optimization paths on the PTS. And Noxx D specifically brought up the point that he felt it wasn't an optimization. He felt it was more a consoleization for the PS4, including what he felt was a blatant dumbing down of the UI. And his thoughts were kind of echoed amongst all the people amongst a portion of the people who answered this question. So some people are enjoying it, other people aren't enjoying it so much, or when I say aren't enjoying it, aren't seeing the optimization, the increased frame rates that they expected to see. And I know on last week's show I reported that I saw no increase from live to PTS, and I think that was an issue on my end with my recording software because I've played since then and definitely seen a bit.
Well, they've been making small refreshes to it sounds like, too.
Yeah, but this was a difference between getting 30 frames per second and getting 60 frames per second on the test server. So I do think it was me and my recording software.
Well, I mean, I talked to you about that earlier today, and the slower frame rate adjustment on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying, oh yeah, it doesn't refresh as often as it does on live.
I assume that since my
That's
frames per
just-
second were changing.
I mean, I don't know how much actual power that takes to calculate that, but that's just not calculating it as often and not spamming your computer with calculations of how many frames per second you're getting.
I didn't even think that
it's
might
a facade. It's not actually that smooth.
be. I didn't even think of that, so it's certainly a possibility.
Yeah, but god damn this cat! Ow! You mother!
What?
He's biting my hand. It hurts. Claws and biting. Ah! You little. Now he's going after my feet. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, my eyes! He's pecking at my eyes.
Noxx is not going to
So-
survive the episode.
I haven't done this. I haven't gone on the optimization on the PTS.
Shailas,
I did check out the BioLab, which is pretty cool, but I didn't play.
how about you, Shailas? Have you downloaded PTS and played around on it?
I have. But first I want to say Noxx is having cat issues, and I ain't kidding.
Wow.
So yes, I have. And I have gotten some marked increases in my FPS. I won't say it's been, hugely dramatic, but, in the play tests, I've been getting about 20, on average, I'd say about 20 more FPS more than I have on live. So, I mean, the benefit is there. The optimism, the improvement is there. It's not blowing me away, but perhaps if I had a more meaty system, I mean, I'm running on an i5 over here. And I still run decent on live as it is, even in larger fights. But so I'm seeing the benefit. I'm happy about it. I know that some folks are experiencing issues here and there, but there's so many variables in this. I mean, the task at hand is pretty overwhelming when you're trying to optimize for everybody. And so, they've got to go with some happy medium because there's so many variables, so many configurations of rigs. So not everyone's going to see benefit, but those that do, hopefully that'll have the desired effect over time. But anyway, yeah, I've got some goodness out of it.
What are you using for a graphics card currently?
Let's see. Hang on a second.
660 Ti?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
660
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, it was good for the money. That's what I do remember.
See, I'm using a 6950 Radeon, and I wonder if I'm starting to lag behind because of my graphics card. So,
Well, if the 7-somethings are more expensive than the 600s, it's because they're not as good sometimes. You gotta be really careful. NVIDIA, generally, the odd number, like the ones that start with an odd number, like 5 and 7, they're just minor tweaks that aren't necessarily better than the even-numbered cards, and then the even-numbered one will be like a major technology advancement, usually.
well, personally, I've been doing a lot of research on cards to potentially pick up a new card since, obviously, the Radeon AMD just came out with their R8 and R9s.
Which still can't do physics because they're...
We still can't do physics, you're absolutely right. And they do also
But
produce...
I can't do physics either,
Yeah.
so it's okay.
I don't run physics. I really don't. I tried it.
Crashes.
It doesn't crash me, but it definitely doesn't help. And the times I tried it, because to see the sparklies and pretties, I noticed performance hit. So I turned it off after about a week and haven't looked back, frankly.
I love the sparklies. But
So my only other concern, just to finish up on the community question here, is that I'm not seeing big enough battles on the test server to really tax my system to really see what kind of changes I'm making. And that's why I wanted to make sure we brought up that there's nightly PTS Playtest, because
5 to 6 PST?
5 to 6
PST. That's, other
every
times.
weeknight.
Be there.
It's only an hour out of your
6 to
time.
7 in the mountain, 7 to 8 in the central, and 8 to 9 in the east.
It's only an hour out of your time. Download it, get on there. Maybe we can get some larger battles going on the test server and really tax some of our systems. That's the only thing that I think I'm missing to really answer if the optimization pass is working well or not. Just the numbers aren't as high as I'd like them to be. But
If all of our listeners went, we'd have a pretty good fight.
all right, so moving on to this week's question, we've actually asked Shailas to craft a wonderful question for our listeners, so take it away.
Oh, and have I crafted a wonderful question? Oh, yes. So, as we know, T-Ray hinted for a while about something new coming, something we'd wanted for a while, we the community, that is. And eventually that was revealed to be, Darker Nights, because there had been a whole lot of discussion in the community. It was one of those recurring topics that came back and forth with the community over time, even before the recent optimization push. To bring back Beta Night, it was really cool and it was beautiful, and we all the kaleidoscope of death and color and all that kind of good stuff. So now it's on the PTS. So now it's there, and there's now that that's happened, there's some folks who are complaining about it. So the community question of the week is: Darker Nights as they exist on PTS. Do you like it? Do you not like it? And of course, why? And of course, but that was like, put it on live right now. That'd be good. Does it need to be darker, lighter, those types of things. So that would be the community question for this week.
And you'll hear Shailas' response to that question after he runs on the treadmill.
Absolutely.
Now you have to.
Yeah, now I guess I'm kind of obligated.
Jimmy, what are you doing in there?
I'm playing PlanetSide 2, Mom.
Are you decent?
Yeah, Mom. What do you want?
You got a letter from the school.
Well, let me see it.
Open it up.
Jeez, I am, Mom.
Well, what's it say?
It says...
Congratulations. You've been accepted into the ReachCast University.
Cool.
My baby is growing up.
We haven't heard that one in a while, so we're bringing back the ReachCast University. This week we have a PlanetSide 2 1-minute tip titled, Are You Revivable? And I stole this from Orbital Strike, who does a YouTube series titled 1-minute tips for PlanetSide 2, so I got to give credit where credit is due. He brought this to my attention. So, quite simply, if you die, you can press Control F10 to hide your UI so that you can see if your body is still there. This is extremely important if you're in a mech suit and no one is reviving you, your body may have despawned. So again, Control F10 hides everything so you can actually see where your body is lying on the ground. So you know if it's still there, you can continue to press down on your 4 number pad key and scream for a medic. Ever since I read this, I've been using it every friggin' night.
I didn't know that. I learned something.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
It's a great tip. And there are many times when I've been sitting there yelling and no one's rezzing me. And then I hit Control F10 and bam, my body's despawned, so that's why I'm not getting rezzed. So, there's your ReachCast University. Let's move on to the good, the bad, and the OP.
Have another drink on me, soldier.
Okay, thank you kindly.
If you can look hard enough past all the death and all the sorrow, there are good things. You must remember that we will overcome the good, the bad, and the overpowered.
Noxx, you're first.
All right, my good and bad this week. My good is League of Legends mystery gifting because it's awesome. And there's multiple cats at my apartment now. The Reach cat has just jumped into my lap. He is much sweeter than these other cats that I'm house sitting. And they all hate each other, and it's chaos sometimes, but it's hilarious too.
Plus the dog.
And the dog. Oh my god, the dog and the cats cracks me up. But then my bad is also LOL mystery gifting because I've spent so much money, and I will continue to do so. Oh, there's Reach Cat right now. Yeah, see, he doesn't like the kitten either. So the kitten was the one attacking me too. So that's also my bad, and the bad is also the cats because they're psychotic.
No, is this the first time you've met these cats?
Yeah, I'd never met these cats before.
Why would you agree to house sit cats?
Especially with the dog involved too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, house sitting a dog is simple. The dog just
I'm getting
deals
free
with it.
Blues tickets out of it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
I knew there was a catch.
There's the motivation.
Well, I agreed to it before I was told I would get Blues tickets. I'm just a nice person, you know. If I've had so many people watch my animals so that I don't have to board them, it's only fair that I return the favor.
All right, we'll give you that. All right, well, now my turn. My good this week, and if anybody knows me, they should already know what my good was. And sorry, Noxx, I don't mean to rub this in, but the Red Sox won the World Series. Woot,
I
woot.
know, it's all right.
Woot woot. And top it all.
Congratulations to you.
And, well, don't congratulate me. I didn't do jack. But
yeah, well,
also, this one goes out to Clegg because Dunkin' Donuts gave everybody a free medium coffee today.
Sweet.
what? Why'd you get free medium coffee at Dunkin' Donuts?
Because the Red Sox won the World Series.
Yes! Now I'm pissed!
All you had to do is download their app, and you got a coupon for a free medium coffee at Dunkin' Donuts, iced or hot.
Dunkin' Donuts in St. Louis and said, I want my free coffee.
It might have worked.
I was about to say that had to have been a local
That's
promotion.
only for Boston.
that had to have been a local promotion. I doubt they did that chain wide. I mean, you never know, but
You never know.
Especially not in St. Louis.
oh, certainly not in St. Yeah, certainly not in St.
Sir, you are no longer allowed back in the store.
Banned from the store.
Even though we all know you.
They have your picture up on the wall now.
No, I haven't gone there in a couple weeks. And I walked in, the lady's like, welcome back. I was like, oh God, do I go here that often?
See, I don't get it. I go to the one up the street from my work at least 4 times a week.
It's because you live in Boston.
But they don't know.
Land of assholes.
They don't say hello to me. They don't know who. They don't recognize me or anything like that. Yet there's other people that I work with that I know go up there and they know what they order. I order the same damn thing every time I go there.
Well, you're an asshole. That's why.
I really am.
King Compass.
Throw up my middle finger and run out the door.
You gotta go in and be like cheerful and happy. And
I am cheerful and happy.
1 second.
All
I
right.
saw you so live.
All right. Well, my bad is a bunch of my old WoW buddies all re-upped last week. And let me just say the temptation to reinstall WoW is huge right now. And I'm really trying not to. I may install it after the show.
Did they just release an expansion or something?
No. A lot of them have been gone for like 900 days.
Wow.
So they all sent each other the Scrolls of Resurrection, to get a free week
Did they
of WoW.
send you one?
I already used one
Oh.
the last time the temptation was great, so I couldn't. So if I was to play again, I'd actually have to spend money. So that might be the thing that stopped me from
You know
doing
what
it.
you should do is be like, hey guys, I heard of this really cool game coming out called EverQuest Next.
So yeah, that's my bad. That WoW is calling me, and I'm trying to ignore it.
I'm giving you 3 to 4 weeks,
All right,
and you'll be back on.
it's possible.
900 days is a significant amount of time to be away from a gear-centric MMORPG.
Yeah.
Episode 62. You will
Episode
be back.
62.
Your bad will be,
Oh.
I'm playing WoW again.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, I won't tell you that I have 8 level 90 characters or anything, so.
I mean, I was that way. I had I had close to a year played on one character at one point.
Well,
All right,
played
enough
a year.
enough WoW talk. Shailas, I know you said you had a good and a bad for the week
I
as well.
do have a good and a bad, and I never got much into WoW. I was more of an EverQuest 1 person. Actually, my station account that I play PlanetSide 2 on, its born-on date was in April 2000 when I originally started playing EverQuest 1. Okay, so my good for the week, PlanetSide related, was I learned something newish. I've been trying to branch out in other roles. Usually I'm either playing a medic or an engineer support role, and then lately I branched out into infiltrator and SMG infiltrator and sniping a bit. But my new thing I'm trying to gain proficiency at is the light assault / shotgun thing in towers, which is a lot of fun when you're doing it right, because it's a lot of high mobility, very deadly. You got to be on your toes though, so it's really exciting gameplay, and I'm achieving a modicum of proficiency at it. So I'm actually kind of pleased with that. So that's my good. My bad for the week, as I mentioned earlier, I do moderation for a lot of streams, for a few streams, and we have had just a rash of spammers in Twitch chat here of late, and I've had to invoke the ban hammer in quite a bit. It's become problematic to the point that, and because I don't know if you guys have ever tried to moderate or use Twitch's chat. It's not very, I'm sure you have, but it's not very robust. Yeah. So you can make mistakes easily. So I have accidentally banned legit people just because I was trying to
You click and it instantly popped the name up, and then you
Right.
click on the other name.
Yeah, and then it scrolls up because someone says something. So I inadvertently banned a character name who's a Matheson NC player, and I felt bad. I had to apologize to him. So just to keep it down, keep the spam down. So that was my bad for the week, which actually I guess isn't too bad, but it was just kind of problematic on my part. So that's my good bad.
Wonder why there's more showing up in Twitch lately.
What kind of spam is this? Like advertisements?
Yeah, it's and that's just like, hey guys, click this link. It's hilarious. Trust me, and it's the exact same message over and over again with various.
You're on
nonsense
Twitch.
tweets.
You must be single. Come to Christian Mingles.
No, it's not even something like that. It's even more nonsensical.
I was
than
thinking
that.
something dirtier than that.
Yeah, so was I. But what I was thinking was it was the release of Battlefield 4 because, or at least contributing to it for shooter play, because we've, in It's Murder's channel, we've noticed an increase once he's been playing Battlefield 4 the last few days.
Traitor!
And there's been a spike in the amount of these spammers that show up because Battlefield 4, of course, being a recently released game, is popular on the streams right now. So
a highly popular game too,
and a highly popular game to boot. So anybody who's playing or streaming it is getting extra attention. Whereas if you're playing PlanetSide 2, not as much. But even that, we've still seen a marked increase in the amount of spams in Twitch. So anyway, I think that's my working theories. The same thing if you were trying to play one of the more popular games like League of Legends, which is incredibly popular on Twitch, of course, or StarCraft 2.
Yeah. I haven't bought BF4 yet.
Neither have I.
I'm holding true to my I hate EA, but at the same time, I'll probably buy it once it come out with a premium edition that has every single expansion with it for the same price as if I bought the game now without all the expansions. So.
I've never had a Battlefield game, so
I love Battlefield games.
I do too. I mean,
1942
1942 was probably one of my favorite of all time. So
one of the best games of all time.
yeah.
I mean, I can honestly say, and not just because I'm sitting here, PlanetSide is the franchise as a whole is my favorite shooter of all time. Because no other shooters held my attention for this long. So I played PlanetSide 1, for years and years, and then migrated to the sequel happily. So, it's not that I don't think I would enjoy it. It's just that I don't know that I would want to divide even more time into another shooter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
No, I agree.
My friend told me it's a good thing because he's been raging, and he doesn't rage as quick as I do. So if he's raging, I would be furious. All right. We should probably move on, though.
Yeah, let's move on to the mailbag.
Oh, it's a perfect morning. Great timing, the mailman's just coming.
Morning. Here's the mail. Big bag, a big bag. See you later.
He must be in a hurry to get away. Very strange. What's the sneaking sound? Going to take a look here in this bag of mail. Oh no!
Now you just open the ReachCast mailbag.
Big bag, big bag.
Big bag. All right, unfortunately, we have no calls this week because Torkz is off shaking his moneymaker. But we did get an email.
Trying to figure out what part of him is his moneymaker, and I don't think I want to know.
You stayed in the same room as him at SOE Live. You tell me. But like I said, we do have at least one email from one of our regulars.
Our email is from Wolf07. He says, "What's up? Okay, before I begin, I'd like to say, Noxx, the fact that you feel like you don't achieve anything playing PlanetSide 2 is because you should play with an outfit and stay with it. Join a hardcore outfit or even lead a squad yourself. In this game, it's more important to squad a platoon outfit as a whole and not about you as a single player." All right, I'm done.
I thought you were going to do the whole thing.
I'll do it. Though I guess you are already in an outfit, and you already know that. Though I will agree, there need to be more things to do. Like, maybe when we get artillery, the infiltrator can mark targets. Objectives high up in the air for ESFs to fight for, and much more. This... What in the hell is he saying here? This were just examples to give you an idea of what I meant. Now for the Darker Knights part. This I'm going into like Arnold.
You are.
Now for the Darker Knights part.
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chopper.
This will see no rest anytime soon. Okay, so a lot of people say this, say no to this on the test server, but no, not every player goes to forum side of planet side. A lot of people I know personally want Darker Knights. Can't do it anymore. It's making me laugh too much because I went from Wolf 07 into Arnold. It just slowly happened. All right, anyway. Always, but when I see a W, I want to start doing it again. All right, what do you think? Should I keep trying?
Yes.
Okay.
Fight through it.
Always, when I play with my clan, the first thing I break. Now, what the hell did I just go into there? What in the hell is this clan? All right. Always, when I play with my clan, it makes me want to go Jamaican. The first thing to break the immersion is the darker time of day. I guess AKA nighttime, and everyone complains, even me. The people that don't want this would be some lame people who can't stand change and MLG players who want perfect conditions. Though there are way more players who like me, who want to be immersed and who want it harder and who want it more fun. Though I realize
I think that was Dieter from Sprockets right there.
Who want it harder and more fun.
And now we dance.
So I realize there are people who might have problems with their eyes, like Zoran the Bear. People who can't simply make out different things because they're either colorblind or something else. So for this, we need handicap items like flashlights that actually are useful maybe, and that auto spot and actually shine far away. Oh, okay. Yeah. Auto spot, shining far away, that works. Infrared scopes that are far more powerful but can't be used in daytime and are useless in close quarters combat. Flares, chemical lights that the military use, and much more. For this, people will be screwed over if SOE dim down nights with those handicap items. They should make glow sticks and you just toss glow sticks around. Anyways, I tried. That email was crazy.
I think you did well. So there you go. Wolf 07 has already answered Shailas' nighttime question. Isn't that
He
good?
didn't know he was doing it. That was awesome.
I know.
So there are way more players like me who want to be immersed and want it harder and to be more fun.
That's awful.
He stopped calling because he goes on too long, and then he writes the email, and then we read it out ourselves anyway, so it winds up being the same thing.
Harder, please. Who wants a mustache?
All right, let's wrap this train wreck up. Let's do some quick thank yous. So this week our thank yous go out to Pine Tree Road 930, Bral 23, The Nixt, Red Squizza, Enenra, Telesis, Josh X, Deman, Hervox, New Sith, Wargrim, Vampire Chrono, Sentry Gun, Knock D, Word Harper, E. Warren, and our favorite, Wolf 07. Noxx, let's roll out in the contact info.
Wolf 07. All right. Our website is ReachCastShow.com. If you did not know that, go there. Email us at ReachCastShow@gmail.com. Call us at 415-787-3224. That's 415-78-REACH. Steam group, search ReachCast. You'll find it. I haven't checked it in a while. I sometimes give station cash away on there.
Hey, maybe now that you can get a $15 card for 10, maybe you'll do a giveaway.
Yeah, if I feel like it.
Screw you all.
The show, you can find the show Twitter at ReachCast Show. You can find me on Twitter at Noxia, Noxxia.
You can find me at the Deringer.
And you can find me at Shailas_HA.
How do you spell that?
SHAILAS and underscore HA.
See, I only asked because I would have guessed SHY.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
So, alright, cool. And as always, we want to thank the rest of the ReachCast crew, including Steve, Cliff, John, Jenny Boo, and Hamma. That's all today, guys. That chaos that it was.
A big thanks to Shailas for coming on and filling Tork's rather large shoes.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
You did better than Torkz, if you ask me.
I really appreciate the opportunity to come on, guys. Thank you very much for it. I appreciate it.
Oh, and I'm on Steam right now. We have 110 members.
Cool.
Very good.
So we've grown, and I don't even know it. Are there any new comments?
I don't know. I'm not getting that deep.
It's not that hard.
All right, so yeah, that's it for the show this week. Thanks for listening, and I think we're out.
And we're out!
See ya!
That's right, Sergeant. You made the call. All right, soldiers. You've done a great job here today. Let's get our stuff and get the hell out of here.